extraordinaire Jerri Haslem. Having a little technical difficulty there. I hope that you're still with us. This is Tawana Wright. I'm your host for today. We're doing a show with Jerri Haslem. We're doing a workout today. So, folks, we want to remind you that AARP Alabama is glad to bring these shows to you while you're at home. AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. Since the pandemic began, we've been making opportunities available for you to stay active in your home. And today's session is with Jerri Haslem. Jerri Haslem, come on, tell us what we're doing today.
Good morning. Today we are going to use weights and we're going to do what I call unilaterally. So we're going to do one side at a time. And you know it. If you don't have weights, guess what? Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, folks, remember, before you begin any exercise routine, it's important that you consult your physician to make sure that you are fit and able to do the exercise without harming yourself. Jerri, take it away.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for taking the time to join me. Today, let me say this, let me repeat it. If you don't have weights, it's okay. If you have weights, if you have canned goods, if you have bottles of water, I want you to be comfortable and to know that you can always substitute whatever. You can use your own strength, resistance to do what we do. With that being said, let us get a little bit of a warm up. And today, again, we're going to work unilaterally, one side at a time. I don't care what size weights you have, whatever you have, let's do it. Okay? So let's take these legs out a little bit, just maybe a tad bit wider than hip this apart, and I want you to hinge from your hips. So I want you to think about closing a car door. So you're going to push back with the back of your thighs, with your hips. You're going to, like you're closing a car door, so you're going to hinge back. And when you do that, I want you to immediately take that belly button and pull it in. So you're going to hinge back. Your back is flat. It's not rounded, okay? You're going to hinge down, pushing back, and then you're just going to roll up. So we start with that back being flat, okay? So it's flat. Push those hips back. Those knees are soft. Come down. The back is flat. Then let's roll up. How about that? And then I didn't say this at first, but if you've been taking classes with me, you know the only thing that I require is a smile. So give me that smile. Push those hips back. Close that car door. Let's go flat, a little bit deeper, and let's just roll that back up. There we go. Give me one more and make sure those knees are soft. Don't knock them out. Knees are soft. Close that car door. The back is flat. We're down a little bit lower. And let's just roll all the way up. There we go. Now right here, let's take our foot and let's just tap and twist. So our heel comes off the floor. I don't want you to turn that ankle the wrong way. I want you to pick up that heel. So we're just turning opposite ways. We're just tapping, putting the heel up and just giving it a little bit of a twist. So we're just going to do a little bit of turn. I want 4, 3, 2, and 1. So twisting and turning, and the heel comes off of the floor. So I don't want you to grind it. I want you to pick it up and turn it. Okay? Let's do 4 more on each side. Come on. Turn it out. We're turning it out. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting that lower body and that upper body engaged when we do that, okay? So right here, I want you to take your hands, put them right in front of you, and I want you to simply go back in those hips just a little bit. Go back in those hips. Looking up, keep that chest up, and then squeeze and bring that body up. How is that? Let's do that again. Again, you're not going down forward. You're going down with your hips, almost as if you're sitting in a chair. So you want everything lifted up, and you're going to use your hips and your heels to go down in that chair. So let's keep our chest up, our head up, and let's just sink down in those hips and bring it all the way back up. How does that feel? And let me say this, because this has happened to me. Sometimes you go down and you're like, what is that? Why is my body, it doesn't want to do that. I want you to go down as far as you can comfortably. I don't want you to go down and it feels uncomfortable. So a little bit of resistance, but absolutely no pain, okay? Let's do that 2 more times. Come on, let's go down. There we go, keeping that head up, keeping that chest up. There we go. Can we go down just a little bit further? And this time when we do, let's hold it for just a second, and then we're gonna bring it up, okay? So right here, we're gonna squat down. We're gonna hold it. Let's say 1, 2, 3, and bring it up. How did that feel? Okay? Let's go down a little bit more, a little bit further. Again, your comfort level. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go down. Wherever you are, that's where you need to be. Hold it, and then bring it up. Excellent. Just warming that body up with that squat right there. Just a little bit, just a little bit of discomfort, but not a lot, okay? What we're gonna do today, we're gonna work unilaterally, meaning we're gonna work one side, then the other side. I've got 2 weights, so sometimes I might use 2 weights, but for the most part, you're only gonna need 1 weight for what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna grab this weight right here. And again, whatever weight you have, that's what you should have, okay? So first thing we're gonna do, working unilaterally, I want you either leg, right or left, you're gonna put 1 foot up there, and I want you to put your body weight on the leg that's up front. So kind of shift, put your body weight there. The back leg, I want you to take it, now this is balancing, and I always tell you, if I ever fall, you'll be the first one to see it, and there you have it. But you want to take your foot back, and I want you to make this back leg, think of a kickstand, okay? So you got your balance going. You're not leaning forward, but the weight is in the front, on that front leg, okay? And then the back leg, you got that kickstand, you've got that balance. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a lift, a deadlift. So we're gonna use the back of our bodies to do it. But what we're gonna do, challenging it a little bit more with this weight that's in the front of you. So I want you to, again, that back is flat, we're not rounding it, okay? And you're just gonna go, and you're gonna go toward down your feet. It's balance, it's strength, it's everything, and come up. Now, I'm gonna say this as a disclaimer. If you're shaking, no one cares. It's fine. Sometimes I'm shaking like, oh my goodness, I'm shaking and I haven't even gone down. Guess what? That's your comfort. It's your balance, it's your strength, all at the same time. So let's try to do 4 of these. Again, the weight is in the front of the body, the back leg, that's your kickstand, and you're gonna have a flat back. Now, I say all that because I don't want you looking at me when I do it. I want to describe it because I want everything in line. So let me do it the first time you can watch, because I don't want you to try to watch me and to do it, because really you should be looking toward your floor and bringing it back up. So that's why a lot of times I give verbal, maybe even over verbal cues, so you know exactly what to do, because it's never about me. And understand that I don't care what class you take, it's your class to enjoy. So with that demonstration, let's do 4. Got our balance going. I'm shaking like a leaf, and that's great. Let's go down. 4, that back is flat. 3 is slow and controlled. It's 2. We got 1 more. And 1. And bring it up. And all of that weight and control is in the back. Now we're simply going to change the arm out. You're going to put that heel down, because at first it was up like that kickstand. So now you're going to put the heel down, pull in that belly button, and just with the opposite arm, we're going to pull back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we could add to this with a kickback. And when I say a kickback, with our arm, working the tricep, We're not swinging it. So from here, when we do our fourth, then we just extend it back. We keep that elbow in place. We're not moving it, okay? So it's in place, and we just take that arm back, looking down. 2, 3, and 4. So a unilateral move, and that is just using one side of the body. Change it up, and when you do that, and when you bring those legs even, you should feel that. And again, I don't care what weight you have, or if you don't have any weight, just using your own body to do it, okay? So again, we did like that deadlift with one leg, and then we changed arms, and we did like we're pulling weeds, and then we did a kickback. So 3 exercises all in the same move in a sense, okay? So let's go with the other leg. Let's put it out there. And when you put your leg out there, I want you to take your time to get your balance, because I'm telling you, it's not a joke. You're thinking, and you've heard people say this, he or she broke an ankle or a wrist. And then someone will say, well, what happened? And they will say, they stepped the wrong way. They stepped off of a curve. So not even a lot of distance, but that balance, man, it can be challenging. So we got that weight in the front. We got that kickstand. I love that kickstand, old-fashioned bike. There you go. The weight is in the arm that's in front. And then even right there, I got to tell you, that's a challenge right there. Because right now, I'm fighting for my balance. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, I feel like I'm going to fall, and I'm just balancing. Okay, so right here, again, you're looking down comfortably. Let's do 4. So everything, that back stays flat. So although it's the front of my body that's moving, it's the back of my body that's doing the work. Okay, we're going down. I want you to go down as far as you can to control it. And I got to tell you, it doesn't take much, okay? And serious, it's like, wow, I just went down 2 inches and I feel like I'm gonna fall. I know it some days. And one side is always so much better than the other one, okay? Let's do one more. Remember that back is flat. You're working the back of that body. How's that? Put that weight in the other arm. Again, the weight is in the front of you. Pull that belly button in. Let's just pull it back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's go with these kickbacks, okay? So the arm is up, it's in the regular position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. How's that? Now come back to even, okay? So again, a unilateral move is what we did and that's what that's called when you're working one side at a time, unilateral. Or as my mom would say, we just gonna do one side and take it from there, okay? So right here, let's put that weight in either hand, okay? And when we put that weight in either hand, what we're gonna do 3 moves, okay? We're gonna bring the weight up. And when you bring it up, I want you to think about this. Bring it up with your arm, with your bicep. Yes, in my hand. But think about it. You know you have, because I have. You went to pick up something and it was heavier than what you thought, or maybe it was lighter. You went to pick up a cup and you almost threw it in your face because you anticipated the weight, so you shifted how you were picking it up. So I want you to think about lifting this weight with your arm, not your hand. I don't want that death grip on the hand. I just want you to hold that weight. You're going to bring it up for a hammer curl. Then you're going to bring it up to your chest. Then you're going to extend it over your head and bring it back down. So 3 moves, okay? And if you don't have a weight, guess what? Squeeze. Think about that. Think about that. And think about that. And bring it down. And I have to give this example, and you all may not like it. You may be like, I don't like it. But let me tell you, if you ever have every traffic stop to catch you and you're trying to get home and you're rushing because you're like, I got to get in the restroom, and you're squeezing your body, that's what I want with that arm. Exact same thing. Having that body and that mind control to squeeze a part of your body and just hold on, okay? So hold on to that arm, squeeze that arm, and make it do the work. 8 of them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. It's 3 parts to the move. Up, lift, and over the head. How was that? And again, the entire time I'm doing it, I'm thinking about the arm, not the hand. My bicep, my shoulder, and over my head, okay? So working that arm from the shoulder all the way down and feeling comfortable with that. And let me say this, if you've had surgery or if you're a rotator cuff, you don't like going over your head, when you do this, just keep it there. Or you can say, because sometimes your range of motion may not be my range of motion. And literally, your range of motion could be different depending on if you've had some type of shoulder injury or surgery. So, how we feel about it? Standing up nice and tall. Where's my smile? I know. Gotta have that, okay? So again, it's a lift, and then it's here, and then it's over the head. And again, it is not about going the full range of motion. It's about going your range of motion, okay? So let's do 8 on the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got one more, guys. One more. Come on, give it to me. Give me that one more. There you go. And what I didn't emphasize, because I want you to know this, now I'm tell you, when you did that, you worked it both ways. Because if you notice, we went up and came down the same way, working that arm at the same time. So I just didn't give you this, and then just drop the arm. To control it up and control it down. And when you're doing that, you're working up and down. So it's not like you pick the weight up, you do it, and then you put it down. We got a chance to work it up and down. And I love that. It's like a 2 for 1. And who doesn't want a buy one, get one free? Okay? So let's take this weight right here and let's hold it on the outside. If you got a can good, if you got a bottle, whatever you have. And what we're going to do with what I call halos, okay? And you're simply taking this around your head. Now, let me give you a warning, because I've done this before. Not paying attention, hit myself in the head. No. Take it all the way around, no sloppiness. So it's all the way around. You clear that head, okay? And I buy hair, so I got a little bit of extra hair, so I got to make sure I pass that hair too, okay? So let's do 4. Come on. It's around. When you do that, you're working the whole arm, the whole shoulder. It's a halo. I got to make sure I clear that extra hair I have. There we go. And I want one more on this side. Boom. Now, you know what? We've got to, if you've got on a hat, if you have extra hair, I want you to clear it because I want that whole circular halo motion to work for you, okay? So, and I'm always having to make sure, guess what? We go the other way. So now we got to go around this way. So whatever way you went, you're going to take that weight around. It's a halo, working all of your arms and your shoulders, clearing your head. And if you're like me, clearing your extra hair. One more. I love this. Awesome. Working all of that upper body when you do that, okay? Now, let's go back to that unilateral again, okay? Now, I use my other weight. It just makes more sense because we're alternating, okay? So grab your other okay? Guess what? 4, 3. Look like we're having some difficulties, but guess what? I want you 4 and 1. Awesome. And when you do that, working the arm, not working when we do that. Okay. Last one, we're going to still do unilateral. We're going to do opposite arm. This we and out. It's 4. It's 3. It's 2. And it's 1. So what happens? The arm goes out and then the side. So working that, get this other side. And where's my smile? I don't care about the technical difficulties. Give me that smile. Ready? Let's go. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to place this weight down. I hope you did something new today, different today. Work that body. You
Folks, thanks for joining us. We're closing out with Jerri, but I want to remind you that Mindful Movement is on every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. And also coming up this Friday, we have a cooking show with Chef Kimberly McNair Brock. And if you're able to join us, that's at 11 o'clock Central Time. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe.